What's up, beautiful humans? It's your girl Amber, and today I want to talk to you about friendship breakups and how hard that is, and also my new way of looking at friendships and what I want from them and what I expect. So I was just sitting down with my tea and I was like, you know what? It's time. I've had a real hard time making my videos, and I think because I haven't been in a good place, which I told you guys in my last updated video. It was my first holiday, without my dad, and that was tough. So I feel like each week I had to I'll do it next week. I don't feel great this week. I'll do it next week. And then I was the beginning of the year. And since the beginning of the year, it's been rough, especially for LA, but especially for our country. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But listen, I'm not gonna get into that in this video today, but I hope everybody is doing as well as they can be. So I wanted to talk about friendships and friendship breakups because especially last year, I have dealt with more than I would like. And I realize it's a universal thing that friendship breakups are one of the hardest things any of us can go through. It's really hard to get over a friendship ending, especially when you guys are so acclimated with each other's lives, right? And sometimes it's really hard because it's oh, did the friendship stop because of miscommunication? Did we grow apart? Or are we in different places in life and therefore we're looking for different things that we need from friendships? It can be a lot of things, right? If I missed something, put it in the comments below. But last year I experienced a lot of friendship breakups, and I think it's a lot of things. Number one, I feel like I've grown. Number two, I felt like once I started in that depression mode a year and a half ago, that's when I started to notice change within the dynamic of myself and my friends. And I really started to realize it's because my friends are used to me showing up in a certain way, right? I'm a caretaker. I show up, I take care of things, I check in with everybody. I've never really, I think I've come off as a person that doesn't need anybody to check on me because I'm usually good, or I'm the strong friend. And that's cool and all, but I think it really hit me when I actually needed people, when I actually needed something, they couldn't see it. That's the way I choose to see it, is they didn't get it. And it's been disheartening and it's been very disappointing for me, right? But I think the biggest thing that made friendship breakups happen is when I really needed them. When I've been going through it, when I've been grieving, they haven't been understanding of where I am and what I'm going through and what I need from friendships, especially because I went from a person that really didn't need much to actually needing my friends, right? And I never am a person that asks for stuff. So when I got to that point and I feel like friends still couldn't, be there, that's when it became a friendship breakup. And it was really extremely hard for me. It's crazy because me being in emotion, I was like, damn, I really feel like people don't care what I'm going through. But I also try to see the other side of it, just being oh, if people haven't been through something as extreme as this, they probably don't know how to respond to me, right? But then I would be the active type of friend to share that and be what other ways can I show up? Whether it's just come sitting on the couch or inviting you to lunch or just a text every once in a while, supporting your posts. I had friends that didn't know what to do that just sent food to my house and I was just thank you, right? There's so many ways that you can do it. So it's so it's a thin line between I get it and it's an excuse. And again, that's me getting in the position of if it was me, what I would do, blah, 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 blah. So I guess, everybody's different. Some things are easier said than actually done for some people. You know what I mean? Going through those friendship breakups and kind of the grieving of everything, my father, my friendship breakups, whatever, you deal with so much when that happens, when the cutoff happens of like I was saying earlier, overthinking of why it happened. I started to realize, oh, okay, this is a lesson. Because I always think of everything, even if it's a hard lesson or bad things that happen, what can I learn from it? What can I take from it and grow and possibly not be in that position again, right? That's why I just want to be solution-based and kind of go into that all the time. So what I realize is I need to focus my attention to my friendships that pour into me like I pour into them. One day I posted something that says, you find out who your real friends are when you go through real shit. And you know what's crazy is first of all, it popped up on my feed during a time where I was feeling that. But second, I actually had people hit me up mad. Oh my God, people told me it was about me, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, if the shoe fits, right? It's just crazy how people can get upset or defensive about something that they assume is about them, but that's very telling. Because if someone posts something that makes you feel a certain way, but it's also like the audacity to then hit me up and what I feel like is gaslighting to be upset about how I'm upset. It's just like so unaware, I think selfish and rude. And it blew my mind a bit. And listen, I know everybody's going through things, so it could have hit somebody differently on a different day, but that was just something that I shared because I was like, oh yeah, I kind of felt this, but I wasn't coming at anybody or attacking anybody. And at that time, I didn't really feel a certain way about anybody in any of my friendships. So when people came out the woodworks, I was like, oh, you made this easy for me. Okay. So going through all that and realizing what friendships were and what I needed from friendships, I started to be like, listen, I'm only going to give my attention to those friends that pour into me like I pour into them. That's effort. That's how you show up as a friend. I want someone that's pouring just like I'm pouring, show up how I show up, support how I support, love how I love. And that's really the focus I had. That was like, these are the friendships for me, right? But honestly, recently, I've had a change in that mindset. It's like I have a new lens on friendship in general, and I think it's growth. And so that's what I want to share with you guys. I realized that I don't need friends that pour into me like I pour into them. What I want is friends that support me in pouring into myself and vice versa. Because if you're a person that pours extra energy into yourself and being the best version of you for yourself and everyone around you, that's what I want. That's what I want for you. And I want the friend that also wants that for me. The last couple months, I've been really realizing the things that I've been fulfilling are my friends that have conversations with me where we talk about what we're learning in therapy. Oh, I went through this, try this. Or giving real reactions and helpful tips and healthy opinions for you to have an outlook on things or whatever you're going through. And then I was like, wow, all my friends that have showed up are the ones that are actively pouring into themselves. I thought about that and I thought that was even more beautiful than the friendships that are pouring. Because you're gonna naturally pour into your friends because you're pouring so much into yourself. That's where the excess overflow is coming from. I realize that's what I need in a partner too. But I always say that because I think in partnership, there's three things going on here. There's you as a person, me as a person, us together. I want you as a person to be the best you can be. And I hope me as a person that's also doing the same can bring out the best in you. And guess what? I hope we bring all that together and be the best we can be as well. It's so important. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to share that with you because it's been a journey. It's just been a process of dealing with all these things and bringing them up, sitting with the emotion and working on the healing process. I miss some friendships for sure, but I also understand that people can just be on different pages or outgrow each other, and I love them from afar, you know? I feel like you can't even get to a point where like you're upset with people because they just don't have it, you know? They might not get it or you never know what they're going through, and that's what I really try to understand, you know? So that's why I can love from afar. But if you feel me on any of this or you have anything to add to this, please let me know in the comments below. And I also want to ask you guys, because I go live on TikTok a lot and I cook. And then last time they want me to sit there and eat in front of them. And of course, I don't know why I've recently got on this thing of like eating videos. And I know mukbangs or mukbangs, whatever they're called, used to be so popular on YouTube, but I always just felt like eating in people's face. Maybe because I was raised, it was disrespectful, but people are requesting this. Like, do y'all want me to eat in front of y'all? Because I will take what I made on live, sit there, record a video, I'll eat and I'll tell y'all a story if that's what you want, you know? But I do want to talk about some other topics coming up. Like I want to address bisexual stud. I made some TikTok videos about it, so I want to make a video about that. I want to talk about my, my grieving process again. I feel like I also want to make like maybe a toy video. I mean, Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know, but if you guys have any suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna make some more videos, y'all. Peace.